Hey everybody, YouTubers and Facebook friends. It's time for another Andy's free guitar chart video lesson. I'm going to start today with this chart here. Is a couple of charts back. It should be chart 75, major and minor arpeggio pattern stack and inversions. Pattern stack, what is that? Very interesting. Let's see. Alright, let's look at an older chart here, which is way back. It's like chart number 34. New, open, and barred modal patterns with the same building blocks. The only difference here, since I've improved the charts, is this is now considered an S3L because it's long. The S3S part, remember, is this 2, 3, 5, 6 root 2. Started on, I could start it on anything really, but it's best for me to stay in the key of C so we can move things along. So my guitar's tuned down, drop C tuned, down C tuned, which means the E is up here. So I can play this D down here as a 2 and just go. That is an S3S. Alright, now up here where your guitar starts at the fret nut where the E note is, can also play an S2L here, this one, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root. But if you leave out the 4 and the 7, it's a pentatonic S2L. Alright, so it would be, and the way it works is you just take these and start stacking them on top of one another. If you add the 7, they'll stack directly, the 7 and the 4. And that's where we get this pattern stack over here. This is the easiest pattern stack right here. Is the barred short pattern stack. We take on the bottom, starting where, this is where the E is, let's say. It's a 3, but imagine it's the E. It's a backwards E, isn't it? I still have to wake up today. So we have this S2L on the bottom here, and we're going to build on top of that an S3S or S3L. It looks like a 7L, right? 7 and an L right there. And we can talk about the 7L. So I put on top of this the 7L, the mini 7L here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It stacks exactly. This part right here now, it doesn't have to be there. Alright, so if I just like, I can kind of take these out of the picture, but I didn't do that on this diagram. See how that would, that's how it kind of gets its shape, like that. Like that. That's the shape of it, you know. And up here, the same thing, because these notes are no play notes in the pattern stack. And what is the pattern stack if you play it on piano? It's just 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root. Okay, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2. And it just starts like this. Okay, up to like a 5 way up here. Alright, so that's what it is. If you just memorize these two shapes and practice them on the guitar, so you could start anywhere. I like to start on D But you know, because then when I see the 5, 6, if I'm going to play up here, let's say I play a C down here because I'm in drop C tuning. So that's an E-shaped C. I know it's going to start on the root chord, the root note. So this is a C. Okay, and then I have the E up here. When I start here at the 5 in the key of C, okay, then I can jump into this pattern here, 5, 6, 7R2. What goes on top of that? You look at the pattern stack, 5, 6, 7R2, it's just another S2L right there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root. So on the bottom 4 strings here, the lowest, okay, it would be with the with your tuning, it'd be the E, the A, the D, and the G string. You can do these patterns and read them off exactly how they are. That's how the patterns go. Now there's another pattern, there's another thing that goes on, and these get interesting, and then we'll get to this pattern. But we're still talking about the barred capo pattern. And why do we have a barred capo pattern and this pattern? Can't we just learn one pattern? Can't we just learn one pattern? That's what I want you to be able to understand and make it easy, that you know you should be able to learn just one pattern. We're gonna add a third pattern here, but look at how easy it is to derive this pattern. Remember, we were talking about, I know this is review, but it's necessary to get the class going. So we were talking about the S2L. We got an S2L here, and if you put them together on the fretboard, they're all over the place, right? They kind of march down the fretboard. So there's the two in this particular position where you start on the 2 here, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, it's a fairly good portion of the fretboard, but that 2 could be anywhere. That's the beauty of memorizing the patterns and the numbers. They can apply to any key, and you can start them from any string and any fret. All right, so anytime, you know, anywhere, bar none. So if I just close my eyes, take a string right here, all right, I want to put my finger on it, and I just say, okay, I want to start a I guess a Phrygian minor here, which would be the 3. The Phrygian starts on the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root. Okay, it'd be, but the thing is, when you get to string 5, or the second string from the highest string, okay, the string next to that, you have to warp up one. That's wrong. Ah, that's right. So we can go start what we were going to start on the 3. Right, we did that. So anytime you get in this region right here between these 2 strings, you have to go take the pattern up 1, because it's only a minor third, and then back to normal tuning from there. Alright, so the patterns are all in perfect fourths. So looking at this pattern again, then we're going to circle out, we're going to see how they intermix like this, up and down. We'll get a different color for the S2L, S3S, S3Ls, they're actually right here. There's 2 of them. Okay. Over to the 4. We put these guys together like this, and we'll get even a third color here going. And we get